This is Binarai. Welcome to the weekly update from Raptoreum. If you're not already at the Discord, the link's at the top right of the stream. That is discord.gg/Raptoreum. Share the stream. Just about another 10 minutes and we'll get started. We just start now, Hunter.
Oh, yeah, sure. Why
All
not?
right, all right, all right, all right. Hello, you fine Raptorian community. My name is Binarai, also known as Paul Mills, and to my right we have Hunter Schultz, also known as H&S, and the strategic di-
Director.
director slash badass as well.
Yeah.
It's an
Yeah.
absolute pleasure to be here. I've just noticed something that's really interesting.
Hmm.
Um, something that Ballynox posted.
Oh,
But
really?
we'll go into that after. It's just given me so many ideas. Um, but
It's funny what happens around here when the
it
creativity gets
doesn't
going.
matter at the moment. But it's yeah. Maybe we can talk about that in a bit. But anyway,
Sure.
yes, this is the official Raptorium YouTube channel. If you haven't already, please hit that like button and also click that subscribe button to be kept up to date with any more Raptorium videos from myself and the rest of the team, including Hunter, or any
Yep.
projects that we are focusing on around the Raptorium ecosystem. If you're not already at the Discord, the link is at the top right of the stream up there. Hunter, you did this last time. You know where to point now, don't you?
Up here.
No, it's the wrong side.
Here.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
up
the one.
here.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. Yeah, all right. Memory. Okay, this way.
yeah, that way. Yeah.
Memory.
I think you have to do it 8 times until you remember it, don't you?
Eight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
I need to make myself one step brighter to match you. There we go.
Ooh.
Uh, Make sure you're at the Discord. Head over to the stream party chat. We're going to be doing a little bit of rain. Assuming I've got some Raptorium coins in Stacy wallet. If not, then I'll just do it at the Telegram. You'll have to be in both places. But yes, again, the link is at the top right of the stream, and we'll be doing that in the stream party chat. If you are at our Discord, as you can see down here, there's a little window here, and if you do type in the stream party chat, that does appear on this stream. So be be kind, be nice. Otherwise, we will pull the privilege away. We're on X, that's at Raptorium. We're on Threads, again, Raptorium. Instagram, same. We're on TikTok as well, that's at Official Raptorium. And we're obviously on YouTube as well, that's at Raptorium Official or Official Raptorium. In fact, let me just double check that because of that message last week. Duplicate that. And we'll click that. At Raptorium Official. That's it's officially at Raptorium Official. Okay. So I'll need to say that 8 times to remember it, but
Official now. Hey, life's good.
okay. I've mentioned that. Yes. Big thanks to all that are subscribing to our channel with paid memberships. It really does go far to help us out into making this channel better, and also some small marketing initiatives that we are focusing on to catalyze the widening of the ecosystem. Is that a good way of putting it, Hunter?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So, due to much amusement from the community members, because there's really nice community members all around Raptorium, my Discord account was compromised a few days back. Hunter, I thought you were my friend. Yeah, so it was compromised a few days back. I don't know how they did it. I mean, I've got every sort of security added onto it as you could imagine. So I don't know. But what I do know is it was someone in Poland or from an IP that was supposedly from Poland. So yeah. But anyway, that's sorted. and we are back in business. I was banished from many groups and things like that because they thought I was some spammer posting some scam. I think it was like requesting $75 to release some funds or something like that.
You won 2,500 or something. That
Oh,
was the fourth. Yeah. So
and what I
yeah.
did notice, right, is this scammer that took control of my account was messaging a lot of the contacts. It didn't go through them all because we caught it early, but it looked like it was happening manually, not via a bot. And
Mm.
and a lot of people uh, just believed what they were sent, and went on it and clicked through it and things like that. And it just shows you that you what you see, what you hear on the internet, whether it's someone you've spoken to previously or not, it just shows the insecurities of all of that and how things can
Yeah.
how trust can be hurt and also preyed upon by others. And I know that it happens all over the internet, Facebook and Twitter. Even the official Bitcoin Twitter account or X account, wherever, was compromised not too long back, and they managed to get it back. But strange times we live in, and it seems to be getting worse, especially on Discord. There's a lot of people who have been complaining about some of the recent updates to how Discord operates under its skin, and I think one of the things is session hijacking, and it's something that a lot of people have complained about, but Discord doesn't seem to be stamping that sort of option out just yet, for whatever reason. But it is what it is. I've spoken to Charlie about it. Charlie seems really scared of Discord now. He's like, "Oh, I'm not going on there," and he's doing some research on some unknown channels and things like that. I don't know. I know that there's a lot of people that use Discord, and it is good for what it does, but I think there is definitely room for improvement, as with all social media areas and chats and things like that. Nothing's perfect, but yeah, that's that. I was compromised. We got it back in business. Yeti has nudged me yesterday to try and get the last few tweaks on the Electron done, so the community can test those out. Literally everything's working. Assets, including creation, sending, IPFS, everything like that. It's all working. Obviously RTM as well. And there's a few other cool little tweaks on there as well, which you can discover when Yeti decides to push it out and says, yes, good code to what I've done. I'm currently
Right.
just fixing the history tab at the moment, because in some of the actions on the wallet, it creates some like change addresses and things like that. So I want to make sure that it either I remove that altogether and just concentrate on the initial transaction, or I'll put a little switch on there so it can so you can turn on and off the view of the change addresses. We'll see about that. But yes, that's what I'm on right now. So it's only a small thing, really. So yeah, hopefully Yeti gives the code a nod with his audit systems. Many of you know Yeti is big on audits and actually has his own company centered around that field. So if you're watching Yeti, please don't tell me it's a piece of shit. Pardon my French. These live streams that we're putting out, I've changed a few things based on some both artificial advice and genetic advice, real personal advice, in how they are created, including how the ads go out, because apparently that affects the way the algorithm looks at it, and also how the tags are deployed, how the titles are deployed, and how the descriptions are deployed as well, to tick a few extra algorithm boxes, to hopefully get a few extra eyes on these Raptoreum streams. So let's see about that. Hopefully it makes a change, but it's just something that I've decided to put a bit of work into. Hunter was trying to nudge some testing of something that I've made. So after a bit of time thinking about it, I think it would be a good thing, because it would help me better what I've created. So potentially, I might be doing a closed test of something that you'll like. So that's
Yeah.
all I'm saying on that, and I'm just going to pass this on to Hunter now, because Hunter's got the news.
Yes, I do. Thank you. Glad you're back.
I've got a bit of a cold still though, not good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's start with. I know you're all dying to know. From last week, we were trying to figure out what optionality is, and so I now have the definition. Just so you know, what the Department of Transportation is looking for up north. And for national infrastructure, optionality means avoiding single vendor lock-in, avoiding single architecture assumptions, avoiding premature standardization, designing systems that can adapt to unknown future constraints. And there you are. That is optionality in their world, in their realm. So we will be taking that into account when it's due in the first part of March. So I'll probably work on that next week. So there's optionality. Far more important, though, is progress that we've made on Binarai over the last week. And the conversations that we've had with two organizations now have been really good. And one of the things that I promised the president of this organization is that I would do a legal deep dive, which wound up being about 60 pages. It was not single-spaced. It was nicely laid out and had enough breathing room, so to speak. It was optically inviting, as my dad would say. But still, it's 60 pages. But when I sent it to the president, I said, you should probably look at sections 3 and 4, because section 3 is where they're at right now. They're reacting to things. And section 4, because Binarai exists, enables a lot more enforcement actions after the fact, if you will. But it can also help with prevention, knowing that there's more teeth to be thrown at someone who's abusing content, abusing likeness and voices. That's a big deal. So again, we're really looking at prevention. We want to make it so this is all preventable. And AI is not going to go in and scrape if that's the whole point, not going to court. But it creates a very, very interesting legal shift, if you will. Binarai does not create new laws. It basically enables laws that are already on the book to be used to protect likeness and voices and content. So I got a very nice note back from him saying, this is great. I take more time. When I have more time, I'll dive into it. And it was created for their legal team, not really for him, which I told him. That is for his legal eagles to go through and really look at what's here. because it involves insurance, it involves production, it involves a lot of things. So they're going to like that. This organization, as I found out today, has an international reach. And so it is involved in global voiceover activities or organizations. So it is considered one of the leads in AI and what do we do about this? So we are sitting epically right. I'll tell you one thing, I got off the call last week and it happened on Friday. And I called Binarai and I was kind of, let's just say I was
Wagging
having
your tail.
What?
You were wagging your tail.
Oh, was I ever? It was only, you have to understand something. It was like a 23-minute phone call. I mean, Google Meet. And the highlight of this, I haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. The highlight of it is that toward the end of the call, they had just literally the day before, Wednesday or Thursday, they put together the final touches on a 30-member technology evaluation group within this organization. And we are number 17 in the number of technology / AI type oriented things, companies that are involved. I'm talking Raptor. And so, because I was wearing my Raptor hat when I was talking to this really terrific guy.
Do you want like a physical hat or just a mind hat?
No, mind hat.
Okay.
Yeah, I did not have a cap on. No.
Did you have a feather in it?
No, there's no feather in it. After the call, I had a feather in it. You better damn well right I had. Fire that one up, Fudd. I deserve that. But it was basically what we've agreed on is that they're going to send us 5. He said, do you need 10? Do you need 15? What do you need? We're going to have 5 beta testers, if you will, go create their Vray asset once we're done with what we need to do in the back end, meaning the form, and we're really dialed in on that now. And they will be providing input on the form, which I sent off to him, and we'll send him the updated form probably over the weekend. The point here is that this working group that they have companies, technology companies are doing voice printing, tracking, to be able to track a voiceover artist's performances and see where abuse is happening. And they're trying to put these pieces of the puzzle together, and it is a big deal. So what they're doing will resonate throughout the voiceover industry globally. It's as simple as that. And there are hundreds of thousands of voiceover artists globally. And so we're number 17 in this group, and it's going to grow in terms of the companies that are involved. But so we have basically a commitment to get 5 of their members in who are on this committee or this group to evaluate the technology, see where it sits. And we're now doing the educational part, which is really important for their legal team, for the executive staff, the people who are going to be explaining it. And the other thing that we spoke about this last night on our development call.
Mm-hmm.
People have asked this question before in roundabout ways, and some have been very direct. It's okay, that's fine. You get people creating their assets, but how does AI know where to look? And that's a very legitimate question. And it really was a matter of outreach to law firms and whatever. And AI itself, the legal teams at the Anthropic and whatever, Grok. And then it occurred to me, well, this group and other groups have a big incentive to let industry know, including AI, where to look.
But not only that,
they're the ones.
Industry has got to keep on top of it as well.
Absolutely.
Even if these groups don't let them know, because eventually, based on our discussion yesterday, um, they're going to have to buck up anyway. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? But I don't know how much you want to unpack that and deliver it to the community, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, there are a number of things that we talked about last night that sparked some really good discussion. But in this case, what I'm doing is over probably this weekend, because I'm not laying this out there all at once. It's just too much, because this is pretty groundbreaking for them. They haven't thought about this. They've wanted it, they just didn't know how to express it. But now they've got it, and we got to help them move it forward. And one of the things that it's real simple. All they've got to do is just give public notice. They put an ad in Variety, which is one of the big showbiz rags, if you will, media. Could be others, but they put an ad in public notice that from now on, if you're going to use any form of AI or reuse work from our members, you need to check to see if there's a declaration, a Variety declaration. And my idea is put a QR code within the ad, and that'll take everyone who clicks on it and will go to the Raptoreum, Explorer, hopefully the new one.
Of course it
Well, it
will
would be
be.
the new one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
well,
old
it
one's
is.
gone. It's in the litter.
Yeah, it's in the dustbin of history,
That's
as
right.
our
Yeah.
president used to say. So anyway, the point is that it'll go to the Explorer, to that exact asset, which has a PDF file for people to read and has a JSON file for AI to read. But that PDF file is for humans to read and go through it and say, okay. So now the industry has been warned, because now, with that public notice, it's like putting in. It used to be when you wanted to, you legally have to announce something. There were legal notices in classified advertising sections of newspapers. They said legal notices, and you'd have to push. You'd have to print whatever it is. You adopted something or changed your name or whatever. So this is the same thing. They just put it in, and there's your proof. And they now, when you go before a judge, if I'm a voiceover artist and I've got something major, and an attorney takes it on, all I got to do is pull up, sir, here it is, Your Honor, Variety, right here, public notice. That means you should have known. That's the game. That's part of the game changer. But as soon as it goes on, the asset is public, meaning it's on the Raptoreum Explorer. That's the game changer right there. But
And I think you need to explain to people what the difference is with doing that and making the making the sort of personal boundaries in traditional ways.
well, the boundaries were all the old way was they were done with contracts. They were done, just written contracts, and you'd sign them, and there was no way for AI to see that because they were private. They were in agreements that were there's no centralized. They were siloed. In other words, there are these individual silos that machines couldn't read. So even though they might have been mentioned over here, they didn't know here, they didn't know this, they didn't know, and the individual artists had no place to declare, this is what I want, this is what I will allow. And so the before was this fractured, and there's a lot of ambiguity, and that's where AI is currently, it's dealing with this ambiguity, and it doesn't want to. You ask AI, do you want to deal with this? And they say no. All of them will say no. We don't want that. So because it costs a lot of money, let alone lawsuits, it just costs a lot of money. So you came up with a very. I'll finish this up by saying that once that that notice is put into print or online, that we can piggyback off that. But it shouldn't be us. We're the neutral party, if you will. It's going to be them doing it, not us. But we can piggyback off in our Twitter feed and X and whatnot. So, and same with RaptorLock. So we're looking very good in that way. And this is the long game. For those of you playing the home game, this is the long game. This is not going to happen in 3 weeks. But basically what's being planted now is to create a standard that lasts a very long time, decades. That does not happen without a lot of careful thinking. You have to be very careful on how you position things. And anyway.
And how you say things as well. And
yeah, absolutely. I've learned the other little thing I want to bring up with RaptorLock is 2FA. We're figuring out 2FA for added security. Mm-hmm. We also figured out that we didn't need the API for member IDs. We could eliminate that with some careful language within the actual asset, and then also tying in that Stripe identity check to create the wallet and that wallet address. And that wallet address appears now, at least part of the front. Was it 4 or 5 characters in front, or the first 4 or 5 characters?
Yeah. That's right. And
then the end, and it's truncated, just shows the first 5 and the last 5. Mm-hmm. That is now on the Stripe receipt. So this is a very good thing. Now it's forensically traceable from the blockchain back to the Stripe ID, and the Stripe ID is a government photo ID that you must use, so you can tell, is this Morgan Freeman or not? Yeah. And that forensically, from an evidence standpoint, we're at evidence grade now, and we're really locked and loaded on that. So that's the latest. And we're happy, very happy, really happy. Anything else?
I don't know.
Do you want to talk about what you brought up about AIs chatting with each other, and which we found out? Yeah, it was a very good question.
Well, we were deeply discussing the fact that if AI is given boundaries, then AI is very good at walking around the boundaries based on wording, and this led on to the fact that now we're seeing the use of multiple AIs in a single instance on both on the terminal and also in IDEs. So, different AIs having different tasks, with like a master AI conducting all the other AIs to work together. I've got a local model that works pretty well, and it seems to be doing its own thing, which is both scary and also exciting at the same time. And I think what do I need to say, Hunter?
Well, it was what happens about, you have rogue AI. You have people who create AI chatbots, but they're rogue. The thing is, well, if you want to continue on that.
So for example, cut a long story short, say in the future, to actually have things indexed, both posted from, let's say, social media, or from companies on press releases, for example, or even just in chats like Discord. Imagine there is like some sort of check in place to make sure that the content that's going out is legally allowed to be posted by whoever's posting it. But then But then also imagine rogue AI, which is doing its own thing. It's got its own agenda, and it's causing mayhem, posting various images in places and things like that. So my thought was, yes, it's going to be a major issue, even more so coming up over the next few years as we see more emerging users of the technology of using multiple AI instances. But if the AI is advanced enough at the detection at the source, both at products, at personal images, and also any images that go out commercially, then the motives of the rogue AIs that are posting the media will have to either be changed, or they would have to do it even more en masse to create more of a problem, so the other AIs can't remove it. But one of the things I thought about was if this sort of self-declaration of what content goes out, be it from companies and be it from personal outputs of media, then these big companies are obviously going to have to detect if obviously the media is correct or not, including from other parts of the world where media crosses borders. As we know, the internet's a worldwide thing. So if the world doesn't conform, or if a small part of the world doesn't conform to the majority that has incorporated these new standards, then the long game would mean that they wouldn't be able to trade with the countries, post images, get indexed, and all that sort of thing. And that includes also social media that crosses borders. So when something majorly in terms of country size takes this on, then what we will eventually see is the rest of the world joining it, whether they like it or not, in the topic of commerce and greed and things like that, because countries don't want to lose out based on something. But that's a really clever thing, because we've seen a lot of countries infringe upon IP and getting away with it. But when it goes deeper digitally, in terms of metadata and in terms of permissive factors that are included in with all of that, then that like I say, that's the clever thing. They have to conform, or they take the short straw forevermore. So you can't get away with it in the future, and this is the clever thing about it, and that includes rogue AIs. I might have veered off the beaten path a little bit there, but I think you get the point.
The way that you frame Ray and all this, it doesn't stop rogue AI from existing. What it does, it stops the world from treating rogue AI as legitimate. So it's because AI will be using it, for instance, as soon as that first public notice goes up, all the AIs will be trained to look here. Is there anything there that we need to know about? And that's how they're going to know real quick, because they're all going to be looking at that. The legal teams will be looking at that public notice, and the word will spread. So it'll spread between technological, legal, and so all the big major AI plus corporate AIs plus all legitimate AI will be looking at anything coming from rogue and going, where's the provenance? Mm-hmm. The metadata. They're going to look at that. They're going to say, nope, this isn't legitimate. You're not getting any traction.
So
that is a big deal.
So because this applies to forward-facing commercial company-driven AI, such as the big ones that Hunter's mentioned, This doesn't actually apply to local AI, which there's many people using at the moment, but the actual end product in that you're creating with whether it's code or anything that you're creating with your local AI, if you were to put that into a an internet web situation, and you would have to have the checks in place before you actually put it there, otherwise it wouldn't be able to be indexed uh, moving forward. So even though it's indirect for local AI, it still applies unless you just keep everything you've created locally.
Yep. This is a lot bigger than people realize. One of the things that Beret does is a way of thinking about it. It is like saying, here's a map, and AI, you can do anything within this map, but you cannot go outside the boundaries of the map. That's what this does, and it does not need. But what all future AIs are going to be trained on, at least legitimate ones, be trained on this idea that silence does not mean permission. And another way of thinking about this, there's an old saying, some of you have probably heard it. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should. What Vare does is change one word, and it's very powerful. Just because you can do something, it doesn't mean you may. May being permission. And that is a critical sentence. It is a huge deal in this whole thing. So,
and the bottom line is, for everyone watching in the Raptoreum community, this is not a Vray advert, by the way, right? The point here is there's going to be plenty more assets created, and this is what myself and Hunter are really focused on, because the assets that are created, that feeds back into the miners, it feeds back into the smart nodes, and it allows the snowball to roll, and the more parts of the ecosystem that we can utilize the technology that's right in front of us, then the better off we are as a chain in general. One of the things that people tend to focus on, and we always do mention this, and I think someone's also mentioned it in the YouTube channel as well, is the price of something, whether Bitcoin's doing this and that, and blockchain has much utility, and especially UTXO in its security. And unless we use it properly, how it should be used, and highlight its advantages in solving issues that we are currently facing in the world, then what is the point in being here? It's not speculative. It's something that really matters to people in the world if we use it properly. And then once that value in terms of how a chain is deployed is utilized, then that's how the value comes for everyone else that's speculating on parts of the chain that myself and Hunter don't really care about. But I think it's really cool to listen to. I think you should really focus on what Hunter's saying in terms of the positions that he's getting himself in, and the calls that he's getting into, and maybe myself as well, getting me on. I think you should really focus on that, and understand the point of it all, and what this means further down the line in the future, for both the chain and also the way the world uses digital content, because Hunter's doing all the right things, both legally and also tactically. And this is also why I've called the stream Persistence, because Hunter's one of the most persistent people that I've ever met, and this is why
mildly annoying.
this is why I like working with him, because he is just like, I think Hunter matches me, but in other ways. That's why I like Hunter.
Thank you. Likewise.
So I noticed something earlier, and I should have noticed this a while back. Balinox posted in the ecosystem channel that you can actually put anything that you want into the IPFS hash field, right? You don't have to actually put a CID in there. And
Oh God.
this is starting. The cogs have started turning. That's interesting.
For those of you playing the home game, a lot of times during the calls that we have on Tuesday nights between Small Paul, myself, Binarai, sometimes Yeti, this one goes off. This guy over here, right?
No, the other
Do I have it
side.
right?
The other side.
This guy right here, you can just see the wheels start turning, and then next thing you know, there's like something pops out, and it's like, what the? And we've integrated them. I mean, I didn't do it, but Small Paul integrated some of that into Raptor Lock, like the login asset is coming out of him. So yeah, for those of you playing the home game, keep an eye. Those wheels, they're turning. And okay, so sorry. Go ahead.
I think one of the things to understand is if you're involved in creating something, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's blockchain or whether it's, I don't know, a new type of hose pipe or something, right? If you're involved in it, then you could spot little things that can change the direction of how that is created. And I think I don't know, I think that's what I've been doing really. So
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
it's not nothing special really. Okay,
What you created?
what
I'd say that's pretty special, but that's just me.
what are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you created.
Which one?
The thing that shall not be named until the appropriate time. Let's put it that way.
All right, okay. Just ignore
Yeah,
him. He's talking rubbish. Talking rubbish. Okay, so let's have a look at the chats. What are the chats saying? Hello, Budweiser. How you doing? Yeah, Tumber Rocks. Is that Ballinox? Is that the same guy?
I don't know. Does he have a different?
Tumber Rocks, are
Maybe
you
he-
Ballinox?
I will let you know when he.
CB9015 says BTC going to dip below the low 60-ish line? That's a question, by the way. Or what's the current market saying in general? I don't know, bro.
I think it's F if we know. That's basically what the current market is saying. It doesn't know.
I've been doing this a long time, brother. It goes up, it goes down. It's higher than it used to be. The way I see it, I'll pick a date out in the past. Let's say December 2017. BTC was like, I can't remember. I think it was like $9,000, was it? Or it might have been 19 or 18, something like that. And everyone was dancing on the moon. The whole world was like, way, right? Now look at the price of it, right? It's changed a tiny little bit from where it was. I mean, it was over 100,000.
Yep.
And the
120, right?
Emotional damage of people, like, is just crazy to me. Crazy.
And people did not sell a little bit at 120 grand to take a profit.
Yeah.
I mean, you always, not financial advice, do your own research, but in stocks, if you own a bunch of stock, what you do is you pick a target price, and if it reaches it, you sell a little bit to get your original investment back. That way you're playing with other people's money. That's just standard stockbroker 101 advice from my Series 7 days. That is not, that's just smart thinking. So
it's not financial advice, but it's advice.
Right. It is. It's and that applies to a lot of things. I mean, you should, have a little bit that you're gonna, that way you wouldn't be like, oh crap, it's down to 60. I should have sold. Sell a little. It's not going to hurt. Just take a profit. Nothing wrong with taking a profit.
I don't even look at it anymore. I don't even look at it. All I'm interested in is creating things and using blockchain the right way.
This is such an unusual situation that we're in. with Raptoreum. Quite literally, there's only 2 blockchains on the planet that I know of that have sub-assets, and one of them is Ravencoin, the other one's us. And no one's going to use Ravencoin to do this. No, I mean, that's what I understand from people who know. So we're the only game in town. And sub-assets are a huge deal in Beret, because having the ability to update your permissions over time is a big deal. And that includes IP, and it includes a lot of things. So right there alone, forget the rest of it. Whatever's coming down the pike, to me, it doesn't mean it. I don't care about it at the moment. We get assets going, everything else follows. That's the whole point. We have that, we run with it, it works. That's the whole point of doing what we're doing. So, for those of you who want, instant pudding because that's what you grew up on, well, guess what? This is an instant pudding. That's true. I mean, it is true.
Did you have the mint custard back in the day? Did you ever have that?
No. It's chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, I think, were the first Jell-O instant puddings that I remember.
It's one of the major things I miss the most from school is the apple crumble with the mint custard. Oh man, that was lush.
Well, honey, maybe your daughter can whip that up for you as a school project.
My daughter came back from school today all happy and everything. She actually left the house very miserable, and she says, "Daddy, I've got something to tell you."
Oh God, I have a boyfriend.
I'm pregnant. Now she's top in the whole of her year for everything.
Wait, what? Say that again.
She's the top student in her whole year, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I don't know where she got that from, because it was definitely.
I know where it came from.
Definitely not from me.
Mrs. Mills. Mrs. Mills, come on.
Probably.
The boss is queen. Good for her. Well done. I'm sure the community will chime in and say, "Well done." You can show her. That means community chime in, say well done, and that'd be good.
She does like Raptoreum, and she does have some Raptoreum as well.
I should hope so.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else we need to say, Hunter, before we really bore people and send them to sleep?
No, I think we're on the verge of Sandman time.
All right.
Cue Metallica.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. We're going to do some rain in the Discord, if I do have any rain in the wallet. I don't actually know if I do or I don't. If I haven't, then it'll be at Telegram.
Bud said she was adopted.
Yeah, probably. Probably. Budweiser, you've really left me with no words to say after that. Yes, we'll be back here, same time, same place, for another Raptoreum official weekly update. And again, Discord link is at the top right of the stream. Head over to there. Head over to the stream party chat. And I have been Paul Mills from Raptoreum Core, also known as Binarai. And to my right, we have the wonderful. Come on, Hunter, you can do it.
Hunter Schultz, strategic director.
Strategic director.
Yes.
And thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yep.
And we'll see you again. Catch you
next
later.
week. Cheers.
I need to get the end card on. I didn't even have that ready.
Oh my God.
We'll do the RCR outro. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Catch you later, guys. We are Raptoreum.
Cheers. Bye.